Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about something very important. Things that waste your life slowly. Many people think life gets destroyed by one big mistake, but that is not true. Most of the time, life is slowly wasted by small habits, small decisions, and small actions repeated every single day. Bad routines, negative thinking, endless distractions, toxic people, constant delay. These things may look harmless in the beginning, but over time, they quietly steal your happiness, your focus, your energy, and your future. And the dangerous part is this. It happens slowly. So slowly that many people don't even notice it until years have passed. So in this video, we will understand the things that slowly waste your life and how you can break free from them before it is too late. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Living without purpose. The first thing that wastes your life slowly is living without purpose. Let's go deeper. Many people wake up every day and simply repeat the same routine without direction. They wake up tired, check their phones, rush through the day, deal with responsibilities, return home exhausted, sleep, and then repeat the exact same cycle again and again. Days pass, weeks pass, years pass, but they never stop to ask themselves one important question. Why am I doing all of this? They stay busy, but they are not moving toward anything meaningful. They survive, but they do not truly live. And slowly, this kind of life starts draining their energy from the inside. Imagine this. You spend years staying busy, but you have no real goal, no real meaning, no real direction. You wake up every morning only to repeat habits that no longer inspire you. What happens? You start feeling empty. You lose motivation. Life begins to feel repetitive and meaningless because deep inside, you know something is missing. You are moving, but not moving forward. You are existing, but not growing. And this feeling becomes heavier over time. At first, you ignore it. You distract yourself with entertainment, social media, temporary pleasure, or endless routines. But eventually, the emptiness returns because distractions cannot replace purpose. Now imagine the opposite. You have a purpose. You know what matters to you. You wake up with direction. Your actions are connected to something meaningful. Even if your life is not perfect, you know why you are working, why you are improving, and why you keep moving forward. What happens? You feel focused. You feel motivated. You feel alive. Even difficult days become meaningful because your struggles have a reason behind them. You are not just passing time anymore. You are building something. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Purpose gives energy to life. It gives your mind direction and your actions meaning. Without purpose, distractions become stronger because there is nothing important guiding your attention. When people lack purpose, they often become controlled by comfort. They waste hours on meaningless activities because they have no clear reason to use their time wisely. Laziness becomes easier. Delay becomes normal. Discipline disappears. Because when you do not know where you are going, every distraction feels acceptable. A person without direction becomes controlled by circumstances. They follow whatever feels easy in the moment. They allow emotions, opinions, and temporary comfort to decide their actions. But a person with purpose becomes intentional. They think carefully. They protect their time. They become more disciplined because they understand that every action either moves them closer to their goals or further away from them. Purpose creates clarity. It helps you decide what deserves your energy and what does not. It helps you stay strong during difficult moments because you know your struggles are connected to growth. Also remember this. Purpose does not always mean something huge. You do not need to change the world overnight. Your purpose can be improving yourself, helping your family, building a better future, learning new skills, helping others, or becoming the best version of yourself. The important thing is not how big your purpose looks to others. The important thing is that it gives meaning to your life. Your purpose also does not need to be perfect from the beginning. Many people waste years waiting to discover one perfect answer before they start moving forward. But purpose often becomes clearer through action. You learn by trying. You grow by moving. You discover yourself through experience. So do not wait until everything makes perfect sense. Start building direction now. Ask yourself honest questions. What truly matters to me? What kind of life do I want to build? What kind of person do I want to become? These questions are powerful because they help you stop living unconsciously. Without purpose, years can disappear very quickly. You stay busy every day, but deep inside you feel stuck. And one day you suddenly realize how much time has passed without real progress. That is why living without purpose slowly wastes your life. Not because you are doing nothing, but because you are doing things without meaning. So from today, stop living on autopilot. Stop waking up without direction. Stop allowing distractions to control your attention and your future. Take time to understand yourself. Take time to understand what truly matters to you. Build goals that give your life meaning. Create habits that move you towards something valuable. Even small purpose creates powerful change. Because when your life has direction, your energy changes, your mindset changes, your actions change, and slowly your entire future begins to change. Because purpose does not just make life busy, purpose makes life meaningful. Lesson 2. Constantly comparing yourself to others. The second thing that wastes your life slowly is constant comparison. Let's go deeper. You look at other people's success, their money, their lifestyle, their achievements. You see their confidence, their progress, their happiness. And slowly, without even realizing it, you begin comparing your life to theirs. At first, it may seem harmless. You think it is just curiosity. You think it is motivation. But over time, comparison quietly steals your peace. Imagine this. Every day you compare yourself to others. You look at what they say, where they are, how fast they are growing. What happens? You start feeling behind. You feel like you are not doing enough. You feel like your progress is too slow. Your confidence begins to drop because no matter what you achieve, someone else always seems ahead of you. Instead of appreciating your own journey, you become obsessed with someone else's life. And slowly, this destroys your happiness. You stop feeling grateful for your own progress because your attention is always focused on what you do not have. Even your achievements begin to feel small because you compare them to bigger achievements around you. Now imagine the opposite. You focus on your own progress. You stop measuring your life against other people. You compete only with the person you were yesterday. What happens? You feel calmer. You feel more confident. You start noticing your own improvement instead of constantly noticing other people's success. Your energy becomes focused on growth instead of jealousy. And because of that, you improve faster. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Constant comparison creates unnecessary pressure. It makes you feel like you are running out of time. It makes you believe you should already be somewhere else in life. But life is not a race. Everyone has a different journey, different timing, different opportunities, different struggles, different responsibilities. Some people start earlier, some people grow slower. Some people face difficulties you cannot see. So comparing two completely different journeys makes no sense. Social media makes this problem even worse. Every day you see people showing their best moments, their victories, their expensive lifestyles, their success, their smiles. But what you are seeing is only the highlight of their life, not the full reality. You do not see their stress, their failures, their fears, their lonely moments, their sacrifices. Yet many people compare someone else's highlights to their own everyday struggles. And this creates unrealistic pressure. You begin feeling like you are failing simply because your life does not look perfect online. But real life is not perfect for anyone. Comparison also steals your focus. Instead of building your own future, you spend your energy watching someone else's journey. Instead of improving your own habits, you become distracted by other people's achievements. And when your focus leaves your own growth, your progress slows down. Remember this clearly. Someone else succeeding does not mean you are failing. There is enough space for everyone to grow. You do not need to become someone else. You only need to become a better version of yourself. Real confidence comes when you stop needing to prove yourself against others. Real peace comes when you accept your own path and trust your own timing. Also understand this. Growth takes time. Not every season of life looks the same. Sometimes you are learning. Sometimes you are struggling. Sometimes you are building quietly before results appear. That does not mean you are behind. Many people quit too early because they compare their beginning to someone else's middle or end. They forget that every successful person was once a beginner too. So stop rushing your journey. Celebrate small progress. Appreciate small improvements. Even tiny steps matter because they move you forward. Ask yourself this question honestly. Am I becoming better than I was yesterday? That is the only comparison that truly matters. When you focus on your own growth, life becomes lighter. You stop carrying unnecessary pressure. You stop chasing unrealistic expectations. You begin enjoying your own progress instead of constantly feeling incomplete. Comparison wastes your energy because it shifts your focus away from your own life. So from today, stop measuring your worth against other people's success. Stop feeling behind because someone else is moving differently. Focus on your own journey. Focus on your own improvement. Focus on your own purpose. Because real growth begins when comparison ends. And when you finally stop competing with everyone else, you become free to become the best version of yourself. Lesson 3. Fear of failure. The third thing that wastes your life slowly is fear of failure. Let's go deeper. Many people have dreams, big goals, strong ideas. They imagine a better future for themselves. They want to improve their lives, learn new skills, start something meaningful, become successful, or follow their passion. But even though they want these things deeply, they never take action. Why? Because they are afraid. Afraid of making mistakes, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of rejection, afraid of looking weak, afraid of failing. So instead of trying, they stay comfortable, they stay safe. They keep delaying action and telling themselves maybe later, maybe one day, maybe when I feel more ready. But slowly, something dangerous begins to happen. Their potential starts disappearing. Imagine this. You want to improve your life, but fear stops you every time. You have opportunities in front of you, but you avoid them because they feel uncertain. You have ideas, but you never act on them because you are scared they may not work. What happens? Years pass, but nothing changes. Your dreams remain dreams. Your goals stay unfinished. And deep inside, regret slowly begins to grow because you know you never truly tried. That regret becomes heavy, not because you failed, but because you never gave yourself a real chance. Now imagine the opposite. You accept failure as part of growth. You understand that mistakes are normal. You take action even when you feel uncertain. You move forward even when fear is still present. What happens? You learn. You improve. You become stronger. Every experience teaches you something valuable. Every challenge builds confidence. And step by step, your life begins moving forward. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Fear of failure often looks like perfectionism. Many people say they are waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect confidence. But perfection is only an excuse created by fear. Because the truth is, nobody feels fully ready in the beginning. Every successful person once felt nervous. Every confident person once felt uncertain. Every expert once started as a beginner. The difference is simple. They acted anyway. Fear becomes stronger when you avoid action. The longer you wait, the bigger your fears become in your mind. Small challenges start feeling impossible because you keep overthinking them instead of facing them. But when you finally take action, something surprising happens. You realize the fear was often bigger in your mind than in reality. Action weakens fear. Avoidance strengthens it. Failure itself is not what destroys people. Most successful people have failed many times. Businesses fail. Plans fail. Attempts fail. Mistakes happen. But those failures are not useless. Failure teaches lessons that success often cannot teach. It shows you what works and what does not. It builds resilience. It forces growth. It makes you wiser and stronger if you choose to learn from it. The real danger is not failure. The real danger is never trying at all. Because when you avoid every risk, you also avoid every opportunity. You stay in the same place while life keeps moving forward around you. Comfort may feel safe, but staying comfortable forever slowly wastes your potential. Growth requires discomfort. It requires uncertainty. It requires courage to move before you feel completely ready. Also remember this clearly. People are often too focused on their own lives to judge your mistakes as much as you think. Many fears come from worrying too much about other people's opinions. But your future is too important to sacrifice for temporary embarrassment. You cannot build confidence only by thinking about success. Confidence is built through action, through trying, through failing, through standing up again and continuing forward. Even small action matters. You do not need to change your entire life overnight. One step is enough. One decision is enough. One attempt is enough to begin creating momentum. And once momentum begins, growth becomes easier. Imagine two people. One waits forever because they are afraid to fail. The other starts imperfectly but keeps learning and improving. Years later, who grows more? The person who acted. Because action creates experience. Experience creates confidence. Confidence creates progress. Fear only controls you when you avoid action. So from today, stop fearing mistakes. Stop believing failure is the end. Stop waiting for perfect confidence before you begin. Start before you feel ready. Start even if you feel uncertain. Start even if you feel afraid. Because courage does not mean feeling no fear. Courage means moving forward despite fear. And remember this: your life can slowly disappear while you are waiting for courage. Do not waste years hiding from failure. Take the step. Learn through experience. Grow through action. Because the people who change their lives are not the people who never fail. They are the people who refuse to stop trying. Lesson 4. Ignoring your health. The fourth thing that wastes your life slowly is ignoring your health. Let's go deeper. Many people take their health for granted. They stay awake late every night. They ignore sleep. They ignore stress. They ignore exercise. They eat without thinking. They overwork themselves. They ignore their mental health. And at first, nothing seems wrong. They still wake up. They still go to work. They still continue their daily routine. So they believe everything is fine. But slowly, the damage begins. The body becomes weaker. The mind becomes exhausted. Energy starts disappearing little by little. And because the change happens slowly, many people do not notice how much they are losing until their health is seriously affected. Imagine this. You continue neglecting your health every single day. You sleep poorly. You constantly stress yourself. You never rest properly. You ignore your body when it feels tired. What happens? You begin feeling exhausted all the time. Your focus becomes weak. Your motivation drops. Your emotions become unstable. Even small tasks start feeling difficult because your mind and body no longer have enough energy. You wake up tired. You move through the day without strength. You lose patience easily. You struggle to concentrate. Slowly, life starts feeling heavier. And the dangerous part is this. Many people think this is normal. They normalize stress. They normalize exhaustion. They normalize burnout. But living without energy is not normal. Constant mental exhaustion is not normal. Your body and mind were not designed to live under endless pressure without care. Now imagine the opposite. You start taking care of yourself. You sleep properly. You rest when needed. You eat better. You move your body. You take care of your mental health. You become more aware of your habits. What happens? You feel stronger. You think more clearly. Your emotions become more stable. Your focus improves. You have more energy for your goals, your relationships, and your daily life. Even difficult days become easier to handle because your mind and body are stronger. That is the difference. Let's go even deeper. Health is not only about living longer, it is about living better. What is the value of success if you constantly feel exhausted? What is the value of money if your mind is always overwhelmed? What is the value of achievement if you are too stressed to enjoy your own life? Without health, everything becomes harder. Your energy affects your productivity. Your sleep affects your focus. Your mental health affects your decisions. Your physical health affects your confidence. Everything is connected. Yet many people sacrifice their health for temporary comfort or temporary success. They ignore warning signs because they are too busy. They promise themselves they will take care of their health later. But later becomes years. And slowly, unhealthy habits become a lifestyle. Lack of sleep slowly damages your focus and emotions. Constant stress slowly drains your peace. Lack of movement weakens your body. Negative thinking exhausts your mind. Small, unhealthy habits repeated daily create serious problems over time. But the opposite is also true. Small, healthy habits repeated daily create strength over time. A little exercise every day matters. Better sleep matters. Drinking water matters. Rest matters. Taking breaks matters. Protecting your mental peace matters. These simple things may seem small, but they completely change how you feel and how you live. Also remember this clearly. Rest is not laziness. Many people feel guilty for slowing down. They believe they must constantly work, constantly stay busy, constantly push themselves. But recovery is necessary. Even machines need rest. And your mind and body are far more important than any machine. When you rest properly, you think better. You work better. You make better decisions. You feel emotionally stronger. Ignoring your mental health is just as dangerous as ignoring your physical health. Holding stress inside, constantly overthinking, never expressing emotions, always pretending to be okay, these things slowly create inner pressure. And eventually, that pressure affects every part of your life. That is why protecting your peace is important. Sometimes you need quiet. Sometimes you need distance from negativity. Sometimes you need time to recover mentally. Taking care of yourself is not weakness. It is responsibility. You only have one body, one mind, one life. If you destroy your health, rebuilding everything else becomes much harder. So from today, stop ignoring your health. Stop treating exhaustion like a normal part of life. Stop sacrificing your well-being for habits that slowly weaken you. Protect your body. Protect your mind. Create habits that give you energy instead of taking it away. Because your health affects every part of your future. And when you take care of your health, you are not only adding years to your life, you are adding life to your years. Final message. Now think honestly about your life. Not the life you show to other people. Not the excuses you tell yourself. Your real life. Your real habits. Your real daily actions. What is slowly wasting your time? What is slowly draining your energy? What habits are quietly pulling you away from the life you truly want? Because life is not usually destroyed in one day. Most of the time, it disappears slowly, little by little, through repeated actions and repeated choices. A few hours wasted every day may not seem dangerous. Constant negativity may not seem serious. Delaying your goals may feel harmless. Ignoring your health may feel normal. But over time, these small habits become your lifestyle. And your lifestyle becomes your future. That is why awareness matters so much. The way you spend your days shapes the way you spend your life. Every thought, every habit, every decision is slowly building the person you are becoming. If you repeat unhealthy patterns long enough, they slowly weaken your confidence, your focus, your discipline, and your peace. But here is the good news. You can change your direction at any moment. No matter how stuck you feel right now, your future is not fixed. Your past does not control your next decision. You still have the power to choose differently. One better habit at a time. One better decision at a time. One better action at a time. That is how real change happens. Not through one perfect moment. Not through motivation that lasts one day. But through small, consistent improvements repeated over time. You do not need to fix your entire life overnight. You just need to stop ignoring what is hurting you. Remove what weakens you. Remove the habits that waste your time. Remove the thoughts that destroy your confidence. Remove the distractions that steal your focus. Remove the negativity that drains your energy. And then focus on what strengthens you. Focus on your growth. Focus on your peace. Focus on your goals. Focus on becoming mentally stronger, emotionally stronger, and physically stronger. Protect your time because your time is your life. Protect your energy because without energy, even simple things become difficult. Protect your future because every choice you make today is shaping the life you will live tomorrow. Also remember this clearly. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes the biggest changes happen quietly. A better mindset, a healthier routine, more discipline, more awareness, more control over your actions. Small positive habits may not change your life immediately, but over time they completely transform who you become. And the opposite is also true. Small negative habits may seem harmless in the beginning, but slowly they pull you away from your potential. That is why your daily choices matter more than occasional big decisions. Every single day, you are either building yourself or weakening yourself. So choose carefully. Choose habits that help you grow. Choose actions that move your life forward. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose purpose over distraction. Most importantly, believe that change is possible for you too. Because many people stay stuck not because they cannot improve, but because they stop believing they can. Do not let that happen to you. You are capable of becoming stronger. You are capable of changing your habits. You are capable of building a better future one step at a time. So from today, live more consciously. Pay attention to where your time goes. Pay attention to what affects your mind. Pay attention to what strengthens you and what weakens you. Because your life is being shaped every single day, whether you realize it or not. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this message with someone who truly needs it. And remember, small habits can slowly destroy your life, but small positive changes can slowly transform it too. I will see you in the next video.